in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Set 18 Gator.
Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Shoot.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Protein spill. Fight.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Check, check. Lucky.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and more past the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the slack. 44 is the mark. Check. Army. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes, he's going to air one out. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the complete. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
Nice 7, let's go.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mike 50, Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Watch the blue lane.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
15.
Here we go.
Watch it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
50, plant.
Check. 53's mine. 3 buds. 3 buds.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's scared. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
From the 24, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
What we got? Hey. Bravo. Check. Mike 50. Mike 50.
I got him. Yellow.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
65.
80 weapons.
65.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
10. Slams.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
That's our ball.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Attack, attack!
Check. Check 3. H3, 218. Chopper.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line. Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
He wasn't ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Five. Now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. 8 read.
Hey.
Jim, recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, Mike. 50.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike's 50. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Attack, attack!
Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Not here!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Hey, 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 50. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
97's the Mike. Tell her.
Coming.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rock it. Babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these clear. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam. Check 4. Check right.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Hero 15.
From the 39, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Jaguars take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Watch twist. Watch.
Now Chubb running right. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 50, yellow. Easy.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Mike 3.
Attack.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Combo. Two, fellas, let's go. We own them.
A On first down, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Touchdown, defense.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
Yellow! That
QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, 43, 15.
Haywood.
Hey, 15,
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Hey, Ripland.
3 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Whip, 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 whip.
On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Pilot 64, weak.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check my 50. Yellow, 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 yellow. Check my Delta. Get 15.
Check 99.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
And again, it's Mahomes. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A give running right is Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money from the switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be like in my flavor, I think it's God's. On the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the
getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my out of zip. Blow out his back and then dip.